card first. Remember, Gloop is thirsty now because of blue. Oh, well, because of the event card came up on blue, so he needs to get water again. Oh, we got a Morbid. Alright, these are the hardest ones to get rid of. And usually I just try to pair them up with two other creatures and get them knocked off the board, or I just avoid them. But I have killed one before, it just takes a lot of rolls, and good luck. Alright, so the Morbid, he needed to take 2 hits each time to damage it, and we got damage on twice to kill him. First we look at the arrow though. So this guy moves down here, and he moves there. And this goes down onto red. And now we need to get a Morbid on the table. I'm going to put him on the water tower here. Actually, no. I'm going to put him with the fuzzy. Reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to move the red here. And now when I attack, I can look for either of those symbols. And my red does have a reroll token. So I might be able to use that and get at least an injury on the Morbid or kill the fuzzy. So let's see what I come up with the attack dice. Alright, I got 1 Morbid and I got a wild. So I got a good roll. That injures the Morbid. So I flip him over to the injured side. And the injured side of the Morbid just has him a little maimed. So we have the non-injured, and the injured side has him beat up with a little bit of his ribs showing. So we have an injured Morbid now. Or injured Morbid. So we have an injured Morbid now. Yellow's turn. Event card. Ooh, another Morbid. Alright, so we turn it this way because it's yellow. Ooh, we got something bad going on here. We got the Fungoid jumping on the Gloop now. So we'll get to see how that how combat works between Gloop and the monsters. Alright, so this goes over here. And we pull out a Morbid token. And I'm going to put this one the whole way up here in the corner of the sewer. Because I don't want that anywhere near that mess of monsters we have over here. Alright, so first things first. Monsters get to attack Gloop or any Glips on the table. So for that, I roll a single black die to see what happens. Alright, so I got the split icon, which is really bad right now because there is a fuzzy out. So a Glip splits off into Gloop space. Now, all monsters attack simultaneously except for fuzzies. So it's already considered the Morbid would have attacked if there was a creature there. But at this point now, the Glip gets pulled to the fuzzy, and the fuzzy gets to attack. So again, we roll this. Now, if a Glip rolls the split side, it dies. If the Glip rolls the damage side, it dies. So he has 2 chances of dying, really. So let's roll this. Alright, I rolled blank. Nothing happens. The Glip is safe. Yellow's going to come up here, and he's going to do a combine. I want to get that Glip back with Gloop. Actually, he can't really do that. They got to be in the same spot for that combine to work. There is a player card that allows me to combine them no matter where they are. But that's a luck in the draw, if I get it or not. So let's see. Red and blue both have reroll tokens. They could use it for yellow. Yellow might be able to kill off one of them, but there's no way he can kill both. He would need 3 dice to kill both of them. It's these situations that you don't really know what you want to do. You know, whatever you do could change quite a bit. So do I chance drawing the card to get the card that I need? Or do I try to take out one of those enemies? I think I'm going to try to take out one of the enemies. Let's see what happens. Alright, I got one fuzzy, and this one isn't. So the fuzzy does get flipped to his injured side. Now with this one here, I'm going to have blue spend his reroll token. And I'm going to reroll this die. I have a 2 in 6 chance of getting the side that I need. And I did not. Now red can spend his too. They're both going to get to attack that Glip next turn unless I do something about it. I don't think there's much I could really do at this point. I'm going to just let him be injured. I want to keep that reroll token because reroll tokens could also be used to flip a tile back over. And with all the attacks going, one side of this dice does flip tiles, I want to be able to flip a tile back so I have access to that tile still. Alright, so let's see what happens on blue's turn. Now, when enemies are on a glip or a gloop, they will not move. So whatever the arrows say, those 3 enemies will not move. We're really getting overrun here. So we got a Strider. It's going to face that direction. Alright, actually I can do something. I can do something with this Strider. I don't know if I want to, but the Strider could actually, his ability is Glips roll no dice against him, but instead are placed on its token, and next time they activate, the Glip is removed from the game. So, until Blue's next turn, the Glip will just be in the Strider's stomach. Oh, actually, if I place a Strider on this space here, I kill all 3 of those monsters, but the tile flips. Now, red has a token that I can reflip the tile. So I think I might do that just to clear some of these monsters off. So first off is movement. It's going to go this direction. The only person that can move is the Morbid over here, and he can't go anywhere. So he stays there. So I'm actually going to place it here on the blue. I'm going to take the Strider token. The front of the Strider looks like this, and his injured side has his nose tied up. It's hard to see on these tokens. I might actually change the art so it's a little more noticeable. I'm actually going to place him on this tile, which will remove all 3 of these monsters. So the Strider card gets discarded, the Fuzzy card gets discarded, and I choose one of the 2 Morbid cards. And I choose one of the 2 Morbid cards, and I can remove it. There's more cards on red's board, so I'm going to remove this one, since I don't want a board to be overrun. I will then place the tokens back in their respective piles. Remember, this tile does flip, but I'm immediately going to spend this reroll token to flip it back to its original side. So now our Glip is safe again. However, Gloop is not. At this point, Gloop must roll the black die. Alright, we got the angry Gloop. This little angry Gloop means he damages the Fungoid. So we flip the Fungoid to his damage side, which has the top of the mushroom cut off, and he's still running. He's actually gonna move Gloop to the Glip space and play a speedy card. Move a Gloop, you may move 1 additional space. Now, when Gloop moves and there's a Glip in his space, the Glip is allowed to move with Gloop. And I'm going to move them over here. The reason... Oh, actually, I'm going to move him to the middle. The reason I'm moving him here is because the Fungoid can only move these 2 directions. The Morbid can only move these 2 directions. Monsters don't move diagonal. Alright, Blue's activation phase. He could remove a hostile and get an extra card out. Might not be bad. I could kill that Morbid. They are hard to get rid of. And we do need to get through the events. So, yes. Alright, so for Blue, he's going to activate the space. So we're going to discard this Morbid. He comes off the board. Alright, since we removed the creature, the next thing we have to do is we have to draw an event card. So draw a new event card for Blue. It's going to be this direction. It's thirsty, so again we're going to have to give him some water. Now we already have another thirsty on Blue. But first let's look at the arrow. The only enemy we have left is a Fungoid. He can't go that direction, so he just stays there. And we lay this next to our other thirsty card over here. So now we have 2 thirsty cards. So we're going to have to give Gloop and the Glip 2 waters. Once we combine the Glip with the Gloop, we only have to worry about giving water to Gloop. Alright, that ends Blue's turn. So now it's Red's turn. First, we start off with an event card. Playful. So first off, let's look at the arrow. So red is oriented this way. The arrow goes that way. Again, Fungoid cannot go that direction, so he just stays still. So he's being nice and just sitting there for now. Alright, what Playful is any player could land on Gloop and they roll as if they're attacking Gloop. When rolling against Gloop, you're looking to get at least one Gloop symbol, which is this one here. So we're going to take the playful and place it down on red. Okay, red is going to come up here to the drainage pipe, and he's going to activate the combine. Since Gloop and Glip are in the same space, it will work, and the Glip will just move back onto Gloop's board. Now, we have to draw an event card, because we have the little event icon at the bottom. So I take an event card, and we get another fungoid. Arrows this way. He can't go that direction. So I just place this on red's mat. We grab another fungoid. And where do we want to place him? Let's throw him over here in the sewer. Just the opposite corner of the other fungoid. So at least take them 2 turns to get to match up together. And I don't want them in this middle crisscross just because Gloop's in the center. Remember, a fungoid will never move just one space, so they'll be running circles around the outside of the board. Alright, that ends red's turn. So now it's yellow's turn. We get to another event phase. Hunger. It's going to be this direction. So remove the creatures. Hunger just means we need to feed Gloop. Alright, I'm going to explain a little less from here on out what we're doing. And I'm going to do it if cards come up that we haven't seen before, I will explain them in more detail. Yellow's moving to Gloop. And going to give Gloop some water. Blue event. Curiosity. Arrow facing up. Fungoids combined together. Gloop needs to go to the hotel. Blue moves Gloop to the hotel. Curiosity goes away. Red's turn. Event. Thirsty. Fungoid's already at edge. Can't go any farther. Thirsty goes on red. Red moves the hotel. Draws player card. Red gets construction. Flip 1 tile over that has been flipped during play. We have no tiles flipped yet, so he's going to hold on to it. Yellow's turn. Event. Fuzzy. Arrow pointing this way. They can't move any farther down. We place a fuzzy out on the board. Fuzzy placed on farm. Yellow moves to Gloop and gives him water to get rid of Thirsty off of red. Blue's turn. Event. Curiosity. Arrow up. Fuzzy moves to center. Gloop needs to get to the scrapyard. Blue moves the fungoids and attacks. Blue rolls a wild. Fungoid's already injured. He kills. Removes a fungoid from red's board. And places the token back in the respective place. Red's turn. Event. Curiosity. Gloop's already where it needs to be, so it's going to be completed. But first we do the arrow. Fuzzy moves down. Fungoid stays. Gloop's already there, so it's complete immediately. Red moves Gloop to the scrapyard. Curiosity on blue is complete. Yellow's turn. Event. Orients this way. Both enemies can't move any farther down. It is a fuzzy. We get another fuzzy out. Placing the fuzzy on the factory. Moving yellow to the factory. And battling the fuzzy. Scratch that. Moving yellow to the scrapyard. And feeding Gloop. Getting rid of hunger. Blue's turn. Tentacle snake. Alright, we haven't seen this one yet. Let me move it first. So, arrow down. Fuzzy moves down. And remember, fungoids move 2 spaces. This fuzzy cannot move. Okay, tentacle snake.